All right.
All right.
We're live. Can you
We
believe
are live.
we're back so soon?
No, can you believe we're back so soon?
Dude, I'm ready to go now. It's gonna be a different game.
I'm gonna do the here we go, right?
We're gonna have to change the name to A plus.
Not,
Never.
not yet. Don't let's not be that quick.
Yeah, not to like I could put right here.
Like even if we were
while
steady
we
for
talk about the trailer, I could make like the parts we're talking about happen right here.
even if we were steady for a month, I still wouldn't trust the B plus podcast to be like A or A plus. We still have to get the A first. Even if we were steady for a month, we might even drop to like the C plus podcast.
C minus.
Yeah, right.
What are we talking about tonight?
I'll start us off with the normal impression of Goldie, but I want you to participate. I want you to do the live from. Okay.
No.
All you have to do is live from. You can say those two words, right?
When
it's time to say live from. I'm like, here we go, Joe. And you go live from.
Oh, yeah. I got
okay.
It.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Here we go, Joe.
Live from
Abu Dhabi.
There it is.
There you go.
We gotta give it a little buffer now.
That one was for Duster, the blood duster.
That was a good one. And his sister.
Yes, his sister also. Does his sister have a name?
Crystal, yeah.
Crystal Duster. All right. This trailer for this is the second trailer for Star Wars: The Last Jedi. We start off with Kylo Ren overlooking new models and equipment being prepared for battle. And Snoke is talking about when he found him or when he found the raw untamed power.
Now hold on. Mm-hmm. Now I got some points of my own, so if I apologize for interruptions, but this is just to get your take. This is what makes a good podcast, right?
I don't know. It's B plus, right?
Could he be? He wouldn't be talking about Rey, right?
He could be talking about Rey, yeah.
Yeah,
so, but I reference back to that later on in this review.
All right, because that was one of the big points I wanted to make in the podcast was that right after that we see, I'll let you handle it, but right after that we see in the trailer Kylo destroy his mask, which
we get to that. There's a couple of scenes before that.
So you go.
After this, we see the ATMC 6 walkers and a transport ship. Kylo Ren has one called the Silencer. He has a TIE Silencer, but there's a transport ship in the sky when you're looking at these walkers.
Those walkers look amazing.
We're on Crate, and this planet was mentioned from the Princess Leia, but the Princess of Alderaan novel. Next, we see Kylo Ren picking up a brand new lightsaber with the new Elite Crimson Guard behind him, and we don't know whether Snoke will be talking about Kylo Ren or Rey. I suppose this theme will repeat over and over again. So that right there also ties into the raw untamed power. Who's he talking about? Could it be Kylo Ren or is it Rey? Mm-hmm. Last time we saw Rey, she had tracked down Luke Skywalker hiding on the planet Act 2. And after Kylo Ren burnt down his Jedi temple, we saw like a scene in the previous vision in The Force Awakens. Luke gets his robotic hand back on the lightsaber, but he lost that in Empire. So this is the first time his robot hand will be seeing, or his eyes seeing, and his robot hand touching the lightsaber since he lost it in Empire. We then have a training sequence where Luke is training Rey on Act 2. We also visit a tree, which is one of the 4 trees or 4 bits of trees that are referenced from Star Wars, the comic Shattered Empire, where Luke and I think it's like Cameron Poe's mother, I think her name is, I wrote it here, Shara Bay, where they rescued a root at the heart of the tree that grew at the Jedi Academy on Coruscant. Rey says something about she's awake, or there is something inside her that is going to wake. I can't wake you up. She needs the help with it, and Luke looks surprised about her strength training their strength during that training. And Snoke refers here to Rey's abilities as raw power, probably, and strength. And we see a symbol on the ground, but the symbol on the ground could be the same Jedi sigil that's in the first teaser, which links to the poster revealed earlier in the year. That's the connection between Luke, Kylo Ren, Rey, and the Force. So there's this connection between the light, the dark, the gray, and everything in between. Luke has this kind of seen this kind of power once before in Kylo Ren, And he says that it didn't scare him. That's what he's referencing. But then we see footage of Luke's hand coming up from like some wreckage of the burnt Jedi Academy, and probably from Kylo Ren. And he goes, but now it does. This power does scare him, and it's in reference just to Rey. Luke gets reluctant to want to keep training Rey in this classic kind of master and Padawan struggle, or like when Luke wasn't afraid of Darth Vader in Empire, Yoda said, "You will be, you will be." Kylo Ren is now all stitched up after his fight, and he has new TIE fighter, the TIE Silencer. It's his. He gets to keep it. You know, he's been chasing down rebel ships, and he said something like, "What the past? Let the past die. Kill it if you have to." That's something from the Force Awakens. Well, when he gets his weapons over to the ship, the Ras, which Princess Leia or his mother's on it. We see the Millennium Falcon on the planet Crate, but we also don't get to see who's piloting the Millennium Falcon next to Chewie in the trailer. But last we've seen R2 and Chewie were the last people that were seen.
That little thing's piloting it, isn't it?
He's just making a face, and people are like, "Oh, look at it." R2 and Chewie are the last two to be with the Millennium Falcon in the Force Awakens. Poe is in the middle of continuing his plan of the Resistance to bring it, the plan of the Resistance to bring down the First Order. And then we see Finn wearing his First Order military uniform, which means it's probably
covert operation.
Yeah, it's like a covert operation, and we see him against his old captain Phasma. Later, with a broken AT-AT and ATST in the background, maybe he did a good job at whatever he was trying to do. From earlier, the bird's eye view was shot of Kylo Ren with stormtroopers probably walking to or from the destruction of the Jedi Academy. Smoke's flagship, the Supremacy, is the new ship that we see, and it's like 3 times the size of Darth Vader's executor, and it's pretty awesome. We're introduced to a new ice fox creature, which looks like it's going to be be near a base on Crate. We see Leia on the front of the same base, which we know is going to be attacked at some point. Right. Then we see a wet Luke and Rey, as he says to her, "This is not going to go the way you think." This might be the second time we figure out through his own tone that he doesn't want to train Rey. And finally, Snoke says, "Fulfill your destiny." And we get to see his non-holographic form. And it looks like he's got Rey in a real torturous death grip. Fulfill your destiny was also said from Emperor Palpatine to Luke in Jedi. Well, I guess that reference kind of like, transcends. Rey says she needs someone to show her like her place in all of this. Maybe Kylo Ren, who reaches out his hand. So maybe some crafty editing leads us to believe that she's switching to the dark side for instruction if Luke won't instruct. This could be the unification of the dark side and the light side for the first time, as we alluded to that. This story would be mainly about that, the gray in the middle and the light in the dark. And that's the point that we made even last time we did our first review for the first teaser trailer. And that's it. That was everything. Well, the scene where he's smashing his mask.
But well done.
Yeah.
So where did we leave Phasma in the Force Awakens?
I think she was fine. I think she was with
there was nothing.
The First Order. Nothing was really going on.
So we see a covert operation, and we see some fuck, I did it again.
What happened? The noob left on his phone. Let me take this time to go ahead and shut my phone off so that I can just be always one step ahead. Let's see if I even had it on. Let's see if I even had let's see if I'm such a constant professional. Look, it wasn't even, I didn't even need to. Look, it's already there. Yeah, you saw everything. There you go.
Yeah, so it looks like we have a battle with Phasma.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
So they're going in a covert operation.
Something's got to be done.
Destroy these things that Kylo's looking at. What's being made there? Well, we saw in the beginning there was some preparations. He was looking over new models and equipment. Everything was being prepared for battle, and that's when Snoke started talking about when he found him or someone, the raw, untamed power. So the First Order must be gearing up for some more work, and that's when this Rebel Alliance is going to want to be able to
interject and try to stop whatever momentum they're picking back up, because you give the First Order too much. You give them an inch, they're going to take a mile.
And that's what this covert operation is for.
I think so. Looks so.
Yeah.
He's definitely in a stormtrooper type of garb, or a different type of garb, where he has to act a certain role, maybe not get found out immediately. Although if I was the guy that like were like totally betrayed like his faction, I think that like at least there would be posters or images of him everywhere. but like he puts on one suit, the people see him walk by like, I don't know who that is. He's probably just one of us. Whatever, it's okay. Just let him go. The guy, he's asking for security clearance. I think we should just give it to him. He seems like a pretty genuine person. Like, should we get Phasma to like maybe check to see if his identity is of what he says? Nah, he's fine.
That looks like a really cool battle. I'm pretty excited to see that.
Yeah. You gonna go to theaters to watch this, or you gonna stay home?
No, never. I don't go to theaters.
Come on, you almost went for Jurassic Park and T-Rex.
I'd go for.
Wow,
that was it. That's the only thing. Maybe Jurassic World 2.
But you didn't go. Like, you still didn't go to Jurassic Park. What was it, Jurassic World? What was the name of that?
And I felt so great watching it on my couch for the first time.
Oh, come on. You gotta go back to the theaters. Yeah, coming from the guy who hasn't been there in months. What's wrong with you? Get back into the theaters. I don't know.
I'd say like 6-7 years.
Oh, wow. You're really making a point. The last thing you saw in the movies was Goonies. Oh, wait, no. You never saw the Goonies.
Back to the Future. No.
Let's see. The last thing you saw in the theaters, it's got to be an 80s movie. No. Maybe, can it be Stand By Me? No. Didn't see that one either. No. I'm going to make it Cocoon.
I'm sure it was some sort of horror movie.
I'm gonna look up the time for Cocoon. Cocoon, the movie, came out in 1985. June 21st, 1985 is when the last time you went to the movie theater. Oscar winner fantasy in which the residents of Florida rest home get a new lease on life when they stumble across an alien fountain of youth.
Is this a Cocoon podcast?
This is Cocoon. It's the unbeknownst to them, aliens have been using the swimming pool in their house to store Cocoon Brethren. Yeah, I'm done. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
it's directed by Ron Howard, so you definitely watched it because you love Ron Howard.
The next thing on my list is
why you gotta ignore me like that, bruh? It's all that bruise and rather than bruise, bruh.
It's Kylo Ren.
Yes.
Gonna come over to the light.
I don't know, man. He's pretty pissed off.
But it was Snoke that said to fulfill your ultimate power, ultimate destiny, you would have to kill your father. And then
he did that.
I feel that when he kills Han, he loses that. It kind of went in the other way.
Maybe we're gonna see that classic master and Padawan struggle like I talked about before, where you got Rey asking to be trained more, to be unlocked, and Luke's like, nah, this is a bad idea. And then like maybe what you're saying with Kylo Ren kind of like arcs back to who he used to be. So maybe we're going to see a little bit of both these characters.
I think that'd be really neat.
One dabbling with light, one dabbling with dark, and Luke to be in the middle, just to be like, listen, there has to be a balance, and this new last form of a Jedi is supposed to be gray.
There could only be one last Jedi.
I thought you were going to say there could only be one, and like that was a reference to the Highlander movies. That's like there are a lot of Highlander movies and a series.
But yeah, with Return of the when Luke takes off Darth Vader's mask, that showed him, being, like he was sorry, right? I mean, he was sorry, and he brought out that humanity back in him. So we could say that light side back in Darth Vader when his mask was gone, which I think is the same imagery that they're doing in this trailer with Kylo destroying his mask as they took off Darth Vader's mask.
He's probably just ticked off because he lost. He's a sore loser.
He is a big crybaby. I hope that shit stops, man.
He is. I mean, that's part of his character.
It was friggin' emo Jedi.
He's not happy. He's not happy because he lost. He doesn't lose, but he lost. Something's just like,
yeah. Oh, mad. But no, I think that dynamic is really, really neat because we've never seen something like this before, right?
No, this is all brand new territory. Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, we've seen light go dark, but we've never seen dark go light, right?
It doesn't happen. It usually happens in the other arrangement. But if this is the unification of the dark side and the light side, that would be the first time this was ever alluded to in any story where there's they come together and they are that gray spot in the middle. So yeah, that's the big thing to walk away from. It's not so much switching sides as it is borrowing from both.
Can you get this power? Do you get this power like as a normal, I don't know how you want to explain it, a normal human being, a good citizen, let's say, and the massive power that you get corrupts you, or can you just be bad from the get-go?
Well, first of all, you have to have, this is going to sound really stupid. I don't know. First of all, not everyone, I don't think just everyone can be a Jedi. I think that they established in the prequel that you have to have so many midichlorians around you to be able to start. So like Anakin Skywalker had something probably off the charts. So for him to be honed into a weapon, which was an evil weapon, and then near the end, he kind of just decided like, this was wrong. That's one thing. So what they're saying is that if naturally Anakin was pretty powerful before he got trained in light, and then he decided to go dark, and then change his mind right at the end. I think they're trying to say that Kylo Ren, even with being trained a tiny bit, a force to be reckoned with. I think they're saying Rey with no training is ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Right. So how do we know how? So obviously Kylo was good.
Was, yes, for a while, but then he changed his mind.
Right. So
about what path he wanted to take. And Rey right now has been good the whole time so far.
We've never heard of anyone like just being born bad, basically.
I don't know. I mean, Darth Maul had no problem taking his path from start to finish, and he was pretty much just dark the whole time. He didn't care.
Yeah.
You know, Emperor Palpatine was probably bad the whole time, although he used a lot.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
You know, like he uses deceit in the form of like politics, but other than that, I think he was this Snoke guy has probably been chosen to be like dark the entire time, in fact, on purpose.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's so much like they're gonna have to show us what's the alluring part of the light side to be able to walk towards it, even to be gray. So they're gonna have a harder time proving that, because the allure of the dark side has always been the one that changes someone that's already been on the light. And this theme keeps going over and over again. The theme, but let's not lose track of the theme. The theme is the unification of the dark and light side make like this unknown in between gray Jedi. That wasn't really a spot for this Jedi, but now there has to be. And if Luke's saying in the last trailer that the Jedi have to end, this has to be over, then maybe that is the end of the light and dark ones, and the reborn ones are this gray figure in the middle. You know,
this sounds really awesome.
It's pretty cool. It's a cool direction they're moving, because you know, like Force Awakens is a great movie. Can't say it's not.
Yeah, better than that dumpster fire Rogue One.
Oh my God, Rogue One! What the hell were they thinking? Oh my! I was in the theater and I'm like, I'm gonna just love every part of this movie, and like it was already like almost
a link
over.
To our awesome podcast in the a link to our awesome.
Yeah, I linked that one. I was in the theater. I'm just like, wow, how is this so bad? I'm like, who knew this was gonna be as bad as it came out to be? And I'm like, I don't even care for these characters. Yeah, let them all get killed. Who gives a shit?
On a funnier note, in my notes I have, do we have a did we see an Admiral Ackbar race?
Oh yeah, they're around. Yeah. Admiral Ackbar and his
Admiral Ackbar wasn't the only Admiral Ackbar race,
and his fishy friends are still just fine.
Yeah,
they're around. They are around. Yeah,
but they're like blue, aren't they?
Oh, I don't know. Let me
gray or something.
Let me go ahead. I guess they could be different colors. You know.
Yeah.
Let me look up Admiral Ackbar's. I wasn't prepared for this. You're not prepared. Clickety clack.
How's that type? There he is, Admiral Ackbar, the veteran commandant. Ackbar led the defenses of his homeworld, Moncala, during the Clone Wars. He was then mastermind the rebel attack on the second Death Star at the Battle of Endor. Good job. Location, Moncala. That's a trap. Vehicles, Moncalamari cruiser. They use the word calamari.
Wait a minute, you didn't just say calamari cruiser.
Yeah, it's the Moncalamari cruiser. I'm looking right at it.
So we got a. Oh, George Lucas.
They're not saying species Moncalamari. Yeah, okay, there you go. That's the species. Moncalamari. M-O-N calamari. Moncalamari. Yeah.
Do you think George Lucas is like?
George Lucas is like, I'm going to order some calamari for my appetizer. Calamari, that'd make a great name for a race. That's how it works. Like that's it.
Oh man, that's funny.
He's like, boy, my creative juices are just flowing today. Calamari. Let's put a word in front of it so it's not just calamari on its own. Mon calamari. This appetizer is delicious. I'll make a whole race of people that look like fish and calamari.
So Luke, he's not he's training Rey. He's not going to train.
I don't think he's into it. No.
Why?
He thinks that this power is too much. This is bad. Well, what if I train you and you have this ridiculously like ability and then you go dark? What did I just do? Like, or is that the classic Padawan master? Like, I'm not sure you're ready. And then they're like, I'm ready. I want to learn everything. They're like, nah, you're not ready. You know what?
So the Jedi, he wants the Jedi to be no more.
Yeah. I mean, he's seen some shit.
Then who's going to come up against these people? Like, we've been in a galactic war for 1,000 fucking years.
Listen, I think Luke is going to figure it out. And if he doesn't, Rey wants to, you know. I know Snoke and Kylo Ren aren't going to stop. They are relentless. Even the scene where you saw Kylo Ren just like ripping through different types of with his TIE silencer, silencing other ships. He's on a mission, you know. He lost and he wants to destroy everything in his path.
If I have to I mean, I don't know. It seems to me like a lot of Force Awakens and this might have went over my head. Like, I have so many questions, you know.
Shoot,
but like, so Luke obviously was gone for a very long time, and then.
Did you watch the original 3?
Yes, but you know, I might have to brush up. I actually watched The New Hope like last year.
Okay. What'd you think? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, but like, it's awesome, but it's not going to answer these questions. Like, you know, it's just basic to me. You know.
Okay.
Not taking anything away from the movie. I'm just saying, like, with the questions that I'm asking here, like, where would I find, like, do I go read the Shattered Empire comic? Does that help? Like, I have so much, like, why is he just like, I'm gonna be a dick now?
Who's gonna be a dick?
Luke
definitely went into hiding for a reason. He probably went and started to start the Jedi back up, much like Yoda would have wanted with the Academy. The Academy got destroyed, and then after it was destroyed, he ended up either on the same planet where he was hiding or meant to be found. They're gonna definitely chime in on that in a major way in this one, because this is the one that's supposed to be darker, just like Empire. So we'll find out what his motivations were, what they are, what they're going to be, and if the reason that he has doubts for whatever reason are they valid, or should he not? Should he just should he be accepting his path as it is now and doing whatever it is he's supposed to be doing, whether that's training Rey or not? Like, that's what he has to figure out.
I have to watch Force Awakens again. That's what I got to do.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah. I'll do that if you want to.
Because I gotta figure. I don't know. I only watched it once, so I feel like I have a lot of things that maybe I missed.
No, I think you'll be all right. But yeah, let's watch it again. So we'll be brushed up on that before we get into Christmas.
Well, I just think. Oh, by the way, we're 30 days away.
Oh, cool.
So
I'm ready. I don't know if I'll see it on the day. I mean, like when the last one came out, I took like time off of work and went to watch it, like an early show. But I don't know if I'll do that this time.
And then my final thing was what we talked about before was with Snoke looking for an apprentice.
How about Snoke not being a hologram? What do you think about
that? I don't know. It was good.
You're kind of nasty, right?
Yeah. He was gross looking.
He had some Ray and some real weird kind of like suspension torture.
Yeah.
Thing. Like she was properly getting tuned up. So he shows up on this new ship, which I was telling you about. So he must capture her at some point for whatever reason it is.
Right, and like we said with him talking, we don't know who his apprentice is going to be because he is looking for one. So it could be.
Well, we'll find out this Christmas.
So we could see if Luke's like, "Nah, I'm the last Jedi. Fuck you." And I ain't training no more. Look at me, I got all this power. I'm not gonna share it because I'm a dick. I'm a dick now. I got this beard. I quit being the Joker. Like I'm just gonna be.
He needed the beard. It's supposed to bring that whole full circle thing where like he was trained by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And he's just gonna be like, I'm gonna go with this dude, and just get trained and then use it again.
No, but this dude doesn't really even know what he's doing. So you want to get trained by his boss. So, like you beat the crap out of this dude. Do you remember doing that because you weren't even training? You still won.
And by the way, she had the fastest Jedi training of all time. It was 4 hours.
That's probably there's going to be a montage. There's going to be a nice training montage where Luke's like, "Oh my god, she's so powerful."
A montage.
Yeah.
You're the best. But
that's it, man. We covered it.
I got for my notes.
That's it. I could just close this out and we're good.
All right. I don't know. I'm gonna look to do something tomorrow. I'll probably let you know.
Next is Justice League. The trailer from one of the Comic-Cons. It's the better one.
Yeah.
And that'll be good. I have that one ready to go.
Sweet. As always, it's the B Plus Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like. Always helps. And subscribe so you get all updates of when we go live and everything else on our little channel here. Other than that, we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, cool.
Good night.
End it.